It's that time. Time to tip off News 3 Sports Extra. Brought to you by Southside Lumber, Subway, Southern Illinois Orthopedic Center. Now, News 3 Sports Extra.
Greetings and welcome to Sports Extra. The SIU Women try to continue their move up the Valley standings. Highlights are on the way later. But we start on the prep scene and River to River, Mississippi showdown. Conference unbeaten's Pinckneyville welcoming Nashville to Thomas Gym. Nashville down 5 early, but Kyle Hagemeyer works inside for 2, and that tied it up. A couple possessions later, the Hornets' Sam Brown taking it to the rack. We were all tied up at 7, but into the first, Pinckneyville opening up another 5-point lead. Jake Bathman with the corner 3 to beat the buzzer. Panthers up 12-7 after 1. Then in the second, Pinckneyville in transition. Greg Guest with the steal from Nashville. Gets it ahead to Brock Priest for the finish. Hornets cut it to 3, but from there, Pinckneyville took over. Nathan Morton with 2 straight buckets inside. Panthers up 7, and then Bathman striking again late in the half. Panthers up 21-9. It would eventually be 24-17 at the break, but Nashville holds Pinckneyville to just 10 second-half points, and the Hornets come all the way back to win at your final, 40-38. Other Mississippi games, AJ slipped by Sparta, 51-50. It was DeCoin big over Chester, 76-50. River to River, Ohio leading Murphysboro hit the road tonight to tangle with Massac County. Malcolm Amos the bucket and 1. We were tied up in the early going. Then James Lang will hit the long jumper for the Patriots, but Murphysboro would counter. Jared Gaston will get the bounce off the back iron and in, and then later, more Massac on the run. Amos to Corey Ayala for the layup, but the Red Devils would counter. Gaston again, this time he hooks up with Mitchell Rose for the 3-pointer. Murphy down 3 at that point. Then with the time winding down, Griffin Baser will knock down the shot for the Patriots. They took the lead into the break, but the Red Devils come out strong in the second half. Murphy wins it 53-43. Elsewhere in the Ohio, Harrisburg held off Heron 70-65. And the West Frankfort Redbirds pick up their first win of the season, downing Franklin County rival Benton 45-41. South 7 action tonight. The Carbondale Terriers hit the road to meet Mount Vernon early in the first quarter. Mount Vernon up 4, but Carbondale's Julius Kiesert almost loses it, somehow hangs on, gets it to fall, cutting the lead to 2. Then on the next possession, it's Kiesert again, this time from long range, and he'll knock it down. Terriers up 1. But on the fast break, it's Mount Vernon's Kevon Fortney with the bucket and the foul. He would miss the free throw, though. Then Mount Vernon up 1 late in the second quarter. Ty Neal will hit Connor Wheeler between the legs. Wheeler will hit the long 2, and Carbondale would not look back, and the Terriers going to win it on the road to final 59-47. Also in the South 7, Cahokia a 10-point winner over Marion, 66-56. And Centralia throttled Althoff 65-42. Next up, the South Egyptian Century rolling out the welcome mats for Meridian. Last time these two hooked up, the Bobcats won on a buzzer beater. Tonight, a little different story. Meridian's Jerry Johnson the steal and the hammer. 18-4 Meridian. Then it's Brent Kennedy with the steal. He'll take it all the way in for the finish. Bobcats up 18. Century's Jacoby Wyatt with the tough finish at the other end. But Meridian was on a roll. Kennedy with another steal and finish. Bobcats up 20. Wyatt doing his best to try to keep the Centurions in it. But 34-12 Meridian. Wyatt with another tough hoop, but more Bobcats. Johnson will miss. Devontae McClung is there to clean it up with authority. And Meridian whips Century tonight, your final 89-66. Elsewhere in the South Egyptian, Goreville big over Dongola 85-32. Now to the Black Diamond West Side. Zeigler-Royalton making the trek north on 148 to take on Sesser-Valier. Have highlights of this one. There we go. ZR paying a visit to Sesser-Valier. Kyle Stubblefield, the off-balance shot. Then later on, it's Jake Walchak driving to the bucket, and ZR had an early advantage. But at the other end, into the first quarter, Justin Matty will take the inbounds pass, and he'll put it in for 2. Sesser had a 2-point lead. Then it's Miles Tinsley adding to that lead, taking it strong to the rack. And then second half, it's Matty again. We switch ends because that's what you do in the second half. Matty will knock down the baseline jumper, and Sesser-Valier goes on to win it. Your final, 66-52. Just one other Diamond West game. Carterville beat Alvarado 84-66. The other side of the diamond, east side, Hamilton County hit the road to take on Vienna. David Graysomer with the bucket for the Foxes. Vienna's Marcus Stram will go down low. He'll tie it up as he knocks the jumper down in the lane off glass. The Foxes go to Stephen Lemons for the jumper, and he will knock it down. Then it's Stram working down low again. He'll get it to fall eventually. This one going back and forth early on. Then it's Robert Rubenacker. Rubenacker will get the jumper to fall for the Foxes, and Hamilton County pulls away to win it. Your final, 72-40. Also in the Diamond East, it was Carmi-White County over Johnston City, 54-27. Fairfield falls at El Dorado, 58-54. Greater Egyptian play, no score in from Thompsonville, Gallatin County. It was NCOE over Hardin County, 51-48. Midland Trail action, Woodlawn beat Sisney, 66-46. Wayne City by 10 over Odin, 71-61. Grayville and Sandoval were postponed. The Saluki women are in the midst of their longest homestand of the season. Southern just lost a heartbreaker last week to Missouri State, then came back to beat Wichita State Saturday. Tonight, the Dogs entertain Northern Iowa on Pack the Place night at the arena. Late in the first half, Katarina Garcia over to Christine Presswood. Southern down 3, but check out Caitlin Oney from the eye, and Saluki's the three-pointer put the Panthers up 10 at the break. Southern would rally. Second half, it's Garcia the steal. Over to Katrina Swingler for the layup, all tied at 34. A little later, it's Stephanie Neptune. Neptune going to take it strong to the hoop for the deuce and the abuse. Neptune, a monster game, 19 points, 12 rebounds. Southern up 2 at that point. But the Panthers would pull away. First, it's Kim Wipazinski inside, following up her own miss and getting it to fall. Southern struggled all night cleaning up the offensive rebounds, and the Panthers would go on to win it. They take it 71-62. Southern hosts Bradley. Sunday, the Saluki men will take on Northern Iowa as well. That game is tomorrow. The Dogs and the 24th ranked Panthers tip off at 5 o'clock at Cedar Falls. That game will be broadcast by ESPN2. A couple more Meridian High School seniors signed letters of intent today, bringing the Wildcats total to 13. Track standout and discus state champ Hannah Baker will throw for Louisville. Baker holds the current 2A state record and hopes to throw 165 feet this season. Meanwhile, Lavelle Simon is the first football player of his senior class to sign. He will suit up at left tackle for McKendree next season. Well, that's going to do it for us tonight. We'll be back tomorrow night with Saturday Sports Extra. Nightline is next tonight. Have a great weekend, everyone.